evening. And welcome to District 228's regular board meeting for May 19th. I'd like to call our meeting to order. Can I get roll call, please?
Mrs. Gleason? Here. Mrs. List? Here. Ms. Lott? Here. Mr. Patterson?
Here.
Mrs. Solis? Mr. Ricco?
Here.
Mrs. Russell?
Here, please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, can I get a motion to recess to the gymnasium for the athletics recognition presentation?
So moved. Second.
Moved by Mr. Woodcock, second by Mr. Patterson. Roll call, please.
Mr. Ricco?
Aye.
Mr. Patterson?
Aye.
Mrs. Gleason? Aye. Mrs. List? Aye. Ms. Lott? Aye. Mrs. Russell?
Aye.
So I want to start off today by thanking everybody for coming out. I want to thank the Board of Education, our district administration. I want to thank our cheerleaders, our dance team, our band, our parents, and most importantly, the players and the coaches from our girls wrestling team and our football team. Appreciate everybody coming out today to celebrate a great day for Oak Forest High School. So thank you all for coming out. So I've had the privilege of spending a lot of time in this gym. And for me, one of the best parts about the gym is the banners that are in the rafters that show the history of Oak Forest High School. I think those banners, they represent many things. They represent thousands of athletes who have come through the school in various sports. They represent hard work. They represent discipline. They represent dedication. And most importantly, they represent excellence. And today, we're here to add 2 more banners to that tradition. So I would like to call down right now the members of our football team and the members of our girls wrestling team who are here with us to represent their programs today. As you can see by the hardware on the table, both teams were very, very successful this year and deserve to be recognized by us. So first of all, I'd like to talk a little bit about our football team. When you look up in the rafters, you can see that Oak Forest has a rich tradition of success in football. The team that's here with us right now has put themselves in the conversation as one of the best teams in the history of the school. I'll let them debate it with other people as to who is actually the best. I know that'll be a conversation topic for years to come, but without a doubt, what they did for us this year, they put themselves in that conversation. Under first-year coach Zach Sadek, our team showed toughness, resilience, and leadership all season long. The team continued to improve throughout the season and played their best football when it mattered most at the end of the year. They competed for each other, they competed for the school, and most importantly, they brought the community together. It was an awesome experience. We were able to host 3 home football games in the playoffs, and it was just an electric atmosphere. It was wonderful. The team was the SSC Blue Conference champions, and they finished the season with 11-2 record, and they were an IHSA state semifinalist for the first time since 2008. Our girls wrestling team has a little bit of a different path. They don't have the history that the football team has up in the rafters because the IHSA has only sponsored girls wrestling team for 5 years. In that short time, our girls wrestling team has put themselves on the map as one of the top programs in the state of Illinois. Under the leadership of Coach Hubbard, the team dominated the regular season, won the SSC Conference Championship, and finished third place in the state tournament this year in Bloomington. Their success is a result of hours of work, countless time in the wrestling room, dedication to each other and to the school itself. They've set the standard for all the girls wrestling teams that will come after them. So to me, these banners are more than accomplishments. They represent all the things that we try to do at Oak Forest High School in athletics. They represent discipline, they represent commitment, they represent toughness, they represent togetherness, they represent community. So I'm very, very proud to give these athletes an opportunity here to raise the banner. Well, I guess on the field banner, the banner's already been raised, but to show off these banners for everybody who comes into this gym from now on. They will always see those banners and they will know what the impact that these athletes had on our school community. So without delay, I ask Coach Sadek and Coach Hubbard to reveal the banners for us to see. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody. For all the parents and athletes, if you want to come down and take pictures, we have the trophies out, we have the backstops, we can, whatever types of pictures you want to take, we want to celebrate our athletes, so we'll be here as long as you want. We definitely want to give you guys all the opportunity you want to take pictures and enjoy this last moment with these great group of athletes. Thank you very much, everybody.
How do you get a good picture of that?
I didn't get over here. Good job, good job, good
Oh, don't you try to sneak out of that picture. No, you're good. You're good. 100%, we're good. There you go, perfect. No one left.
Come back to open session.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Mr. Patterson, second by Mr. Whitcomb. Roll call, please.
Mr. Patterson?
Aye.
Mr. Whitcomb?
Aye.
Mrs. Gleason?
Aye.
Mrs. List? Aye. Ms. Lot? Aye. Mrs. Wrestler?
Aye. All right, moving on to our agenda item 3, our board minute approval. Can I get a motion to approve the April 21st, 2026 regular and closed meeting minutes? So moved.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Gleason, second by Mr. Whitcomb. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Gleason? Aye. Mr. Whitcomb?
Aye.
Mrs. List? Aye. Ms. Lot? Aye. Mr. Patterson?
Aye.
Mrs. Wrestler?
Aye. Do we have any comments from the public? All right, if there are no comments, public comments, then we will move on to reports, our superintendent report.
Thank you, Mrs. Ressler. First, just want to publicly thank Dr. Boswell, his team of associates, and a much larger team for running 4 very successful graduations. I thought the addition to the metal detectors went seamless. The change to even the formatting and the flow, I think we just get better every year, and it's a testament to the work that he's done. So thank you, Jim, on that. Really well done. Want to wish good luck and hopefully good studying habits for all of our students as we're prepping up for final exams. First one will be Friday, I think that's first hour, and then we will hopefully celebrate a nice Memorial Day, come back and finish up Tuesday and Wednesday with the rest of the final exams. Heading then into summer, which we will be in the next time we get together, so hope all of student staff have a nice, restful, much well-deserved summer break, which is upon us. We will then transition into summer school on June 8th. It is a smaller group, but we're still finding it appropriate to offer some enrichment experiences, and that is a 3-week session. So we're doing 1 3-week session this year. We're looking forward to having the kids that want to get after it back after a couple days off. Lastly, just the members save the date, kind of tentatively pencil in there that July 14th for the committee of the whole. Prior to that, we will have some form of a neat celebration to open up the new Ad Center. Kevin has assured me we will be ready to go, locked in, and it's appropriate at this time to thank him for all the work on these projects. We kind of overlook it, and it's all behind the scenes work. You'll see the finished product, but appreciate all the work Kevin's done behind the scenes to get us into this place, and we're looking forward to our sinks and plumbing not backing up anymore. So we really appreciate that, Kevin. Thank you for all your work there.
We can drink the water.
Yeah, exactly. And then lastly, I did just want to give the board a heads up because I appreciate the encouragement. We did put together a packet for III to present some of the great work that's been going on, not only at all of our campuses, but in particular the turnaround at Hillcrest. So we submitted for a conference, and we titled it Turning Data into Results, a Systems Turnaround. Unfortunately, we were not selected, so we're not going to let that get us down. We'll continue to try to apply for that because we think that the work that's been going on over there is it's absolutely appropriate for some recognition. So, but did want to let you know and appreciate the support in us attempting that. However, we were not selected. So that's where we're at for that. But that's all for me for the report.
All right, item 5.2, our FOIA request.
Okay, board, since our last regular board meeting, we have had 11 FOIA requests, all of which have been taken care of accordingly. Thank you.
Moving on to our superintendent's cabinet.
Thank you, Mrs. Ressler. In the area of teaching and learning, we'll keep the good time rolling here. With our wonderful graduations, I just wanted to share with you some of the accomplishments of the class of 2026 in terms of college and career readiness indicators. The last few weeks of school, students were scrambling to get their experience trackers done so they could get their pins, and it's wonderful. So 151 seniors earned their community service badge indicator by completing at least 25 hours of service. Many have gone above and beyond that, but 25 is the requirement. 54% or 728 of the seniors have participated in at least 2 co-curricular or athletic activities during their high school experience. 41% or 551 of the seniors earned their program of study indicator, which means they earned a C or better in 2 classes within a career pathway. 981 students, or 73% of the senior class, earned a C or better in a dual credit pathway course. This is outside of English, math, or health, so it's any other dual credit course. And speaking of dual credit, the top 10 dual credit earners at each school received a certificate for their accomplishments. The average number of credits earned by these students was 17, with the most a senior earned this year was 25 college credits.
Wow, that's amazing.
And even more impressive is the amount of money awarded to our graduates. As of yesterday morning, $35,983,429 in scholarship money. It's really, really cool. Lastly, in the area of career pathways, I'd like to share that the district has partnered with Southland Development Authority for collaboration on the Metals Hub Manufacturing Career Readiness Program. The purpose of this program is to provide paid, structured, hands-on manufacturing work experience opportunities to eligible high school juniors and seniors enrolled in CTE pathways. The program will place students in local manufacturing companies for an 8-week paid experience. Students will earn $16 an hour, up to 160 hours per student. We had 15 students apply for the 8 spots available to District 228. All 8 spots are filled, and we are awaiting their final placements.
Board for this month's cabinet report for operations and technology. First, I'm going to talk about graduation. Last week we had approximately 1,200 students graduate across our 4 ceremonies. One of the main changes we made was establishing secure entrances that required guests to move through our open gate weapons detectors. We moved over 11,000 guests through these new secure entrances without incident. In addition, we've already had 9,000 views on YouTube of our ceremonies, and one of the things parents told me during the ceremonies was, Grandma or Grandpa's watching at home, so it's great. So we had 9,000 people so far who viewed our ceremonies on YouTube. The changes we made to the layout, the way we collect tickets and hand out programs resulted in a smooth experience, less waiting in line, and kept the families focused on what really matters, the graduates and their accomplishments. In the lead up to each ceremony, I spoke with over 100 people and was able to ask them questions about the changes for security in particular, and all of the responses were either positive or at least neutral, from I'm happy that this event is safe and secure to I wish we didn't have to, but I understand that that's the world these days. I think it is a testament to the focus on safety that the district has undertaken these past several years, that the school community also holds safety at the forefront, not just the school district. I want to thank our partners at Prudential Security for managing the secure entrances and welcoming our families, Tinley Park Police Department for their support and presence both inside and outside the convention center, the Tinley Park Convention Center for accommodating our changes, the AV team, as well as being flexible when we requested changes. These ceremonies also would not go off without the tireless work of the main office and PPS support staff, as well as the associate principals at each building, who continue to work to make our families feel welcome through the end of their tenure here in District 228. As we look forward to next year's ceremonies, we already have some ideas to take things up another notch. Second, as the year wraps up and we transition to planning the next, I have already met with one group of students and have another one next week, where we're going to spend some time listening to our students on their perspectives around AI in our schools. In order to effectively prepare our school community on how best to integrate, we've been focusing on our adults, but now it's time to listen to our students. Our focus next year is to guard against learning debt from students leaning too heavily on AI, and as it is very important we listen to our students' voices. Now, over the summer and into next year, our students' voice will be integral to District 228, making sure that AI supports teaching and learning rather than undermining that process. In our first conversation at Bremen this week, we found that students are worried about their peers using AI to skip to the final answer, and thus creating inequitable grading for students who worked and students who cheated. They worry about accumulating learning debt that can stunt their own personal growth, as well as worrying about what AI is doing to the job market that they plan on stepping into very shortly. As always, thank you for the continued trust and supporting us with the resources to make these events go off great.
Evening Board, this is the May Facilities Report. Student summer workers are ready to start work on June 1st. They'll be working 4 days a week through the end of July and will be completing various tasks around the school, like cleaning, moving furniture, outside maintenance a lot, and any other tasks that the building chiefs and associate principals find pertinent. This program's been working very well for the schools over the last few years, and we're in discussions to possibly expand the program, and there'll be more to come on that as we further develop that program. Our summer capital improvement project at Tinley Park will start next week. So starting Thursday, May 28th, the main building at Tinley Park will be closed for the summer. Parents and guests will still be received at the field house entrance, which is door number S8, if they need to speak with someone from the administration team. And all summer activities will be run out of the field house and outside athletic fields. The main parking lot here at Oak Forest will be seal coated and striped this summer. The exact dates have not been finalized, but once we have those dates, I'll inform everyone, and they'll just have to understand that the lots will be closed for a couple days while they And finally, the new ad center is in its final phases of contractor work. The building staff will be transitioning to the new building the week of June 8th. We will make sure that the community is aware of that location change, and we will have an official opening in July. That's it for me.
Good evening, Board. For the May Special Education Report, I'm happy to announce that 4 of our Bremen Excel Special Olympians have made it to the state competition. They will represent District 228 at the State Special Olympics Summer Games in Bloomington Normal over the weekend of June 12th to 14th. The athletes celebrated the accomplishment with a send-off last Friday at Bremen with their drum line and cheers from their classmates. At State, students will get to participate in the Parade of Athletes, the National Anthem, the Athlete Oath, and watch the lighting of the Flame of Hope at Hancock Stadium. Students will spend the night in the dorms on campus of Illinois State. We wish them the best of luck. Go Braves. And then May is National Speech and Language Hearing Month. It's a time to raise awareness about communication disorders, hearing health, and the importance of early intervention. It serves to honor audiologists and speech pathologists who provide life-altering care. I want to personally thank our exceptional group of District 228 speech and language pathologists, Colleen Kern here at Oak Forest, John McGarry at Bremen, Jessica Bogach at Tinley, and Caitlin Leiden at Hillcrest for their commitment to our students.
Not a lot to report for finance. We're just getting ready to wrap up the year, so getting things together for our audit. We will have that scheduled by the end of the month when the auditors will begin for field work and things like that. So it's not a whole lot to say.
No report this
Anybody else? All right, if that's it, then we'll move on to 5.4, our principal reports.
Hello, hello, on behalf of the Titans. And first, let me also share with you my excitement that you're moving to the old Tinley Park Public Library, which was my library as a kid that I used to ride my bike to all the time. So my mother continues to remind me that she looks into Brad's office as she drives by to see the progress that's being made on the building. So make sure you get some blinds or curtains.
I'm hearing that a lot lately.
But yes, we're really celebrating our seniors, and we had a great senior, their last day. We always have a senior barbecue, and normally the administrators take over, and hamburgers, hot dogs, chips, watermelon, just keep it simple. I had 5 teachers come up and ask me this year if they could take over the reins and kind of step it up a little bit. I very happily said yes, I'd love you to do that, and I'd like to give a shout out to John Pfeffer, Mark Rice, Marquise Roundy, Keith Yoon, and Wade Tabor. Not only did they do the barbecue, they made homemade sliders, they smoked chicken wings, smoked barbecue pork sandwiches, elote. I mean, they really put out a whole spread for these kids. And it literally took them all day to prepare. They woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning to start smoking some of the meats. And they did that for our kids. And again, it's just one of those little testaments that, we can give them, hey, good job, and they're getting good grades, or they have good attendance, but, in their classes. But to see these teachers, coordinate this at 3 o'clock in the morning for our students just really takes it to a whole another level to show how much our teachers really care about our kids. So I want to say thank you to the 5 of those gentlemen. Our prom was at Silver Lake. It was great. We had a 56-minute graduation, which I think some of you appreciated. And honors night, I know Dr. Williams had just said about how much money was earned. I'm just blown away that our graduating class of 266 students earned just under $17 million in scholarships. It's literally mind-blowing. Incredibly proud of them. We had Titan Fest just yesterday. Over 600 students were in our field house. I was just sharing that I kind of forget how enormous our field houses are, that they can house 600 students, 3 giant inflatable things, and a whole lot of other things going on at the same time, and they had a great time. Credit to Brian Gibbons for running our annual Titan Fest. As Matt Hendricks came in as our new band director and has done a great job, he finished up his year with his spring band concert. And as he comes in, Victor Pazek goes out. I know we share Victor with, or I should say Oak Forest shares Victor with us. We just want to wish him the best as he's been our choir instructor for a number of years, and we honored him at the spring choir concert as well. Again, a happy retirement to Mike Mongan and to Cheryl Lamon in our athletic office. We will celebrate them on Wednesday, May 27th. Hats off to our PE teachers as the Tinley Park Titans captured the BFS District Championship for the 7th year in a row. I don't know what they're feeding them down there, but they're doing something right, and I want to make sure they get the congratulations for that. And finally, and it's pretty apropos, is my last thing on my list, seeing where we just came from. Chris Omazinski, who is one of our counselors, and he's just in his second year and he's fabulous. He's taken over our boys volleyball program. When we started our boys volleyball program, it took us 2.5 years to win one game. We didn't win one game. They just captured the SSC Blue Conference Championship, and we will be raising our own in our first ever boys volleyball banner in our gym as well. So hats off to Chris and the young men on the boys volleyball team, and for getting us a banner in our gym as well. And that's it on behalf of the Titans. Thank you for clapping for me.
Well, I'm trying to get a round of applause from TJ, so I'm going to be short and sweet today. But hi from the Drakes. I just wanted to say, again, kind of piggyback on everybody's, the graduation ceremonies were absolutely beautiful. It was so fun to see some of our former students coming back to graduate and walk across that stage and be very proud of themselves as they were wearing their school colors. So it was a very exciting 2 nights for us. We wanted to celebrate our 60 graduates that we did have from Delta and Achieve and our 16 graduates from TEP this school year. So we have 2 more students that are finishing up, and they should wrap up by the end of our ESY, which goes until June 11th, and they will officially be graduates as well and be able to accept their diploma. This week we have a couple of end of the year celebrations. Tomorrow we are actually having a tour for our potential 20 new TEP students over with Christina Del Rose. She will be giving them a tour, 2 hours each in their time slot to meet our staff, go through a run over of what a typical day would look like, see the tasks that they'll be doing, and kind of prepare themselves for their adventure that they are signing up for next year with us over at Delta Academy. And then on Friday, we will be having our end of the year barbecue from 12 until 2, just to celebrate all of our students from this year. We also typically get some students that are former alumni who have graduated in years past that reach out to come. And I'm very excited to announce that this year I had 2 former Bengals who had come over by us for a short stint, had reached out and asked if they could play for the 2nd year in a row and play a rock concert for us. So we have Colin and Jacob who will also be coming out on Friday to provide us with some musical entertainment. If anybody is free to come on by. I am not part of the cooking squad by any means, but Mr. Clemson and Mr. Pearson will be on the grill. So swing on by on Friday if you'd like. That's it. Thanks.
Good evening. Thank you so much for coming down to our athletic presentation a little bit ago. Pretty special year in athletics. As you can see, we haven't had many banner ceremonies over the years. It's a pretty special thing, and certainly to have 2 of them in the same year, it was just a great year. So thank you to all of you for coming down, and I'll thank Matt when we get done for a nice job. And certainly thank you to all those student athletes who were part of that success. We are talking about transitions, of course, at the end of the year, so we've been celebrating all these transitions. We had lots of senior events. We had the color run, the final walk through the building, prom, graduation, all those wonderful things. We've been also celebrating our retirees. We do have 7 retirees in the building. They're all doing roars this week in the morning. So little bios about them, and they're giving their final roar before they end the year. And you may have seen, we had a little bit of a viral moment this past Friday night. We had a concert, a choral concert. It's always a pop concert at the end of the year in the gymnasium, and we had so many alumni return, hundreds, over 200 alumni we had return. Made it quite a special night for Victor, and if you saw the little viral moment on social media, it certainly surprised him that they all started singing before his actual set list, and that was pretty special. People have been reaching out, seeing that even on social media as well. So that was a great night for Victor. Brad was kind enough to give a little roast at the end, which of course, yeah, anybody that knows Victor, we all know he deserves that. Just a really great evening. So thank you to Jenny Reed and Mike Boniface for setting that up for Victor and the whole community as well to celebrate. We have lots of our athletic events still happening. We have many teams and many seniors coming back and participating as we move into postseason play. And I think that was all I have. So we're just really getting ready to transition to this 26-27 school year and help those juniors become seniors next year and everybody else. So that's all we have from Oak Forest. So Dr. Rosinski.
I want to start by congratulating our bass fishing team. This is just the second year that they are in existence and they kind of hit the ground running. Coach Lang and two of our particular students, Abraham Perez and Eduardo Ojeda, earned a second place finish at the CalSag Regional, so that was a super exciting moment. They're going to be competing Thursday at the Des Plaines River Sectional, where the top 10 boats qualify for the state tournament. So this is all, we're all kind of learning this together, but they're super excited, under great direction by Coach Lang and Mr. Grant, who's helping them out, and they're doing a really nice job, so we're proud of them and wish them all the best. Our Braves Bash is going to be this Friday. We are recognizing over 400 students. In order to qualify, students have to be passing all their classes, have an average daily attendance over 90%, and receive 0 disciplinary consequences for the year. So similar to the other schools, we're going to be feeding them with a nice lunch, some treats, some prizes, raffles, inflatable obstacle courses, all that good stuff is how they'll be spending their day on Friday to recognize them for those great accomplishments. I want to give a shout out, I know I was crossing it out over there, Dr. Julio Bicep, for Alexis, Ayana, Daniela, and Jamari, who made it to the state tournament for Special Olympics. They were fantastic at the tournament, at the regional tournament, and we're really excited to see them go on and compete at ISU. I know they're very excited. The drumline was a really special time on Friday for the whole school to kind of get to celebrate them. Retirees, speaking of retirees, with over 200 years of combined service, the Braves have 9 retirees this year. So I want to wish our retirees all the best. We've got Christine Bonebrake, Jeff Dyke, Sue Durkon, Jim Hassel, Andrea Ignelzi, Cindy O'Neill, Tamara Pryor, Chris Slattery, and Ed Sterling that are going to be retiring. A great career for all of them. And thank you all for your support with Senior Honors Night, all of our senior celebrations, graduation ceremonies, full takes a village efforts there, and we had a really nice time and celebrated some huge accomplishments. So thank you for your support and happy summer starting next week.
Good evening. We did not have a 56-minute graduation. My guy Jaden Allen, he took over the show, but he did a great job. He's a true showman, so it was a great night for us. Later this week, our attendance team, which consists of Mr. Teeny, Ms. Spalding, and Mr. Forty, they will be presenting to one of our valued community partners, Walmart, to share the positive impact their support on our attendance initiatives this year. This year, Walmart generously donated $1,500 to Hillcrest to support student attendance initiatives. Because of their partnership, we were able to recognize and reward 750 students with weekly prizes for perfect attendance, helping to promote positive attendance habits and student engagement throughout the school year. Over the past 2 years, Hillcrest has seen a 17.2% decrease in chronic absenteeism, and community partnerships like Walmart have played a big part and important role in that success. We are grateful for their investment in our students and for the opportunity to share our progress with them. Also, we have a couple athletes, athletic news here. Micaiah Weston, she qualified for girls track and will be competing at Eastern this Friday and Saturday, and she will compete in the 400-meter dash. Also, our bass team finished second in the regional last week and qualified for the IHSA sectional. Jay Gonzalez and Tony Chandler will compete on Thursday, hoping to move into the state final. Jay also brought home the largest fish at the regional, weighing in at 3 pounds. That's all I have. Have a great summer, everybody. As always, go Hawks.
All right, if there are no other principal reports, board members, any board member reports?
I'll just say my second and last son graduated this last week, and I'm just grateful and thankful to the district and to Hillcrest High School. And I'm going to stop talking before I start crying.
board member reports, we move on to new business. 6.1, Dr. Morrison.
6.1 is the bills, addendum to bills, payroll, and CDS bills. These items are being recommended for full board approval.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Whitcomb, second by Ms. Gleason. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Whitcomb?
Aye.
Mrs. Gleason?
Aye.
Mrs. List? Aye. Ms. Lot? Aye. Mr. Patterson?
Aye.
Mrs. Russell?
Aye. Item 6.2, Dr. Morrison.
Item 6.2 is the fall 2026 athletic bid results opened on May 4th at 1 p.m. totaling $22,573.96. This item is being recommended for full board approval.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Patterson, second by Ms. Lot. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Patterson?
Aye.
Ms. Lot? Aye. Mrs. Gleason?
Aye.
Mrs. List? Aye. Mr. Whitcomb?
Aye.
Mrs. Ressler?
Aye. Item 6.3, Dr. Morrison.
Item 6.3 is the fiscal year 2027 surety bond. This item is being recommended for full board approval.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Whitcomb, second by Ms. Gleason. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Whitcomb?
Aye.
Mrs. Gleason?
Aye.
Mrs. List? Aye. Ms. Lot? Aye. Mr. Patterson?
Aye.
Mrs. Ressler?
Aye. Item 6.4, Dr. Boswell.
Board, to supplement our contracted transportation services, the district maintains a small internal fleet, including 8 vehicles dedicated for driver's education. The used minivans, initially purchased around 2017, have now reached the end of their usable life due to increasing maintenance requirements and high mileage. In addition, the needs of driver's ed vehicles that are used to teach our students to drive take higher than average wear, as you can imagine. In evaluating replacements, we found that the used minivan market remains significantly inflated. To ensure better long-term value, we've researched many options and have pivoted to purchasing brand-new base model crossover SUVs. Through the Sourcewell Purchasing Cooperative, we are able to procure brand-new Chevy Trax SUVs for $22,526 per vehicle. The board has already replaced 2 of these 8 original vehicles, and with these 4s, that would only leave 2 more that are still in good working order. We expect to present a final proposal within 2 years to complete that modernization of those last 2, and then that would ensure our fleet remains safe and economically viable for the long term. I, along with the superintendent, are bringing this recommendation to authorize the purchase of 4 new vehicles forward for full board approval.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Whitcomb, second by Ms. Gleason. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Whitcomb?
Aye.
Mrs. Gleason?
Aye.
Mrs. List? Aye. Ms. Lot? Aye. Mr. Patterson?
Aye.
Mrs. Ressler?
Aye. Item 6.6, Dr. Williams.
Thank you, Mrs. Ressler.
I'm sorry, 6.5.
6.5 is the 2025-26 calendar abatement. During the school year, we did not use any of our emergency days. Therefore, we are going to abate those days, and our final day of school is Wednesday, May 27th. The superintendent is recommending the abated calendar for full board approval.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Gleason, second by Mr. Patterson. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Gleason?
Aye.
Mr. Patterson?
Aye.
Mrs. List? Aye. Ms. Lot? Aye. Mr. Whitcomb?
Aye.
Mrs. Ressler?
Aye. Item 6.6, Dr. Williams.
6.6 is our Paper.co contract renewal. We are ending the 3rd year of our 3-year contract. I have supplied you with some data of over the last 3 years. We are still seeing good usage by our students, 60% during the day, 40% after hours, anywhere from right after school to between 12 and 5 in the morning and on weekends. So we know that students are still accessing it. 61% of our students are engaged with it. I have requested that our contract, obviously our enrollment is going down, so we've adjusted our contract down to 4,500 students. That is going to save us over $33,000 compared to what we've been paying. So I am recommending a 1-year contract for the 26-27 school year. Also because we have the introduction of all these other AI tools, we don't want to commit to 3 years. We don't want to take a look at 1 year and then readjust after that year. So the superintendent is recommending the purchase of this 1-year contract for full board approval.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Mr. Whitcomb, second by Mr. Patterson. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Whitcomb?
Aye.
Mr. Patterson?
Aye.
Mrs. Gleason?
Aye.
Mrs. List? Aye. Ms. Lot? Aye. Mrs. Ressler?
Aye. Item 6.7, Dr. Sikora.
Thank you, Mrs. Dressler. Item 6.7 is the annual membership renewal for the Illinois Association of School Boards. And this allows us to take advantage of things like the meetings at South Cook, in addition to our Triple I conference in November. I'm recommending this for full board approval.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Mr. Patterson, second by Mr. Whitcomb. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Patterson?
Aye.
Mr. Whitcomb?
Aye.
Mrs. Gleason?
Aye.
Mrs. List? Aye. Ms. Lot? Aye. Mrs. Wrestler?
Aye. Item 6.8, Dr. Sikora.
Item 6.8 is our IASB Policy Services. This is our Policy Reference Education Subscription Service, better known as PRESS. We'll have a new edition for you here, actually, in June. Comes out 3 or so times a year, keeps our policies updated. We've had good success with that, and we always allow some input there from our attorneys in addition to the trends that have taken place in education. So I am recommending this for full board approval.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Gleason, second by Ms. Lot. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Gleason?
Aye.
Ms. Lot? Aye. Mrs. List? Aye. Excuse me, Mr. Patterson?
Aye.
Mr. Whitcomb?
Aye.
Mrs. Wrestler?
Aye. Item 6.9, Dr. Sikora.
Thank you, Mrs. Ressler. The item 6.9 is the board administrative travel to the 3 conferences that were attended last year. This opportunity would be available to any of the board and/or administrators that are interested. It's COSBA, it's CUBE, and the IASB, better known as the Triple I conference. And I think one of the perks, if we do them all together and there's some interest, we can take advantage of some of the early bird specials, get registered, and continue to participate in those as the board desires. So with that being said, I am recommending that we approve those 3 conferences for full board approval. We can, of course, in the future look at others that may come across the table, but those were the 3 that we attended with success this past school year.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Gleason, second by Mr. Whitcomb. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Gleason?
Aye.
Mr. Whitcomb?
Aye.
Mrs. List? Aye. Ms. Lot? Aye. Mr. Patterson?
Aye.
Mrs. Wrestler?
Aye. Item 6.10, Mr. Towner.
Thank you, Mrs. Wrestler. May personnel report under resignation, Nicole Keplin, retirements, O.C. Booker, Kathy King Waters, and Jody Hoskin. Under leave, Matt Jarasek and Melina Molek. Employment, Timothy Moriarty, Millie Savitt, Amanda Nylene, Sheena Skelf, Vanessa Macias, and Wade Bono. Change in position, Nicholas Kalasa, and non-renewal technology department employee. These items are being recommended for full board.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Mr. Whitcomb, second by Mr. Patterson. Any discussion?
If you could just clarify the non-renewal technology department employee, that's a contracted position, or?
Yes, 1-year contracted position. Yes.
Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Mr. Whitcomb?
Aye.
Mr. Patterson?
Aye.
Mrs. Gleason?
Aye.
Mrs. List? Aye. Ms. Lot? Aye. Mrs. Wrestler?
Aye. Moving on to 7.1, closed session. Can I get a motion to go to closed session to consider information regarding the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees, 5 ILCS 120 subsection 2C1, and litigation, 5 ILCS 120 subsection 2C11?
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Whitcomb, second by Ms. Gleason. Roll call, please.
Mr. Whitcomb?
Aye.
Mrs. Gleason?
Aye.
Mrs. List? Aye. Ms. Lot? Aye. Mr. Patterson?
Aye.
Mrs. Wrestler?
Aye.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Whitcomb, second by Ms. Gleason. Roll call, please.
Mr. Whitcomb?
Aye.
Mrs. Gleason?
Aye.
Mrs. List? Aye. Ms. Lot? Aye. Mr. Patterson?
Aye.
Mrs. Wrestler?
Aye. Our announcements are as follow. Our next committee of the whole meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, June 9th, 2026 at 6:45 p.m. at Bremen High School. And our next regular board meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, June 16th, 7 p.m. at Bremen High School. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Whitcomb, second by Ms. Gleason. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful evening.